Good morning. This video is brought to you by Sutco Transportation. They're hiring jobs all over the place. I looked on Friday, the jobs that were listed. They had Class 1 drivers in residual, low bed, logging, and international. And they also had jobs in the office. They were looking for a human resource and business partner, health and safety manager. Is that the one you were looking at, Linda? A logistics broker, inside sales representative, and remote transportation broker. See, it'd be nice to hire Aussie up here. We'll take you over here. I actually hire a lot of out-of-country drivers as well as office workers. It's actually a very nice mix of people working for Sutco. I really enjoy the multicultural workplace. Just climbing up into Summerland here. I know, it's the first time in 3 weeks. It's been over 3 weeks. I don't have to take the 201 washboard gravel highway, or as the Aussies would say, corrugations. Just says chatter bumps. It seems like you can tell the difference in intelligence of American terms versus Canadian versus Aussies. The Aussies seem to have the more intelligent term. Welcome to Summerland. So the highway is open, one way or one lane alternating, so I expect to get a little bit of a traffic jam up ahead. I noticed it's pretty bumpy. That the camera, or the cable connecting the camera and my mic, isn't working. So I'm going to make sure all week long I actually hit record on the mic itself. And I've ordered a new cable. I noticed it on the bike videos last week. I don't know if I busted the cable or if something else is wrong. The cable is the cheapest part to replace, so I ordered a new cable. Hopefully that fixes the situation. It is 5:18 p.m. 27 degrees Celsius. Nice warm day. Construction ahead signs over here already. I thought the slide was further down the road, unless this is unrelated. Unless they're starting to merge people way out here. Could be. I'm not sure. Yeah, it might be that they're just merging us ahead of the corner where the slide is. Oh no, the side road's closed over there, so that might be unrelated to the slide. We'll see. Unless they're using this as a construction road to go back and forth to the slide area. That might be it. Okanagan Lake. Looks like it's pretty calm today. Yesterday it was windy. A little bit of fire smoke. You see that thick plume of smoke up ahead there? Yeah, there's a brand new fire in Peachland coming up ahead. So they say this is going to be single lane alternating. If it rains, it will close the whole highway again. So as long as it stays dry, we'll have a single lane alternating. Well, maybe well, no, there's no post in the center. I'm like, so it doesn't make sense why we had to merge this early. They could have just removed some no posts and they could use the other half of the highway. I see no oncoming traffic, which is concerning. I'm not sure why we have to do 50 kilometers an hour here. It doesn't make any sense. You could still do 70, 80, even 90, even if it's oncoming traffic on the other side of the cones. You can see that big plume of smoke up there, it's moving from the left to the right. The fire is growing very quickly in Peachland. You see the slide area, yeah, it is where I thought it was. It's not till the next corner down there. Still no oncoming traffic. Oh, there we go. I think I see some oncoming. Wonder how many takes it'll get through this. Hopefully we're near the end of the row here. Imagine living in these houses here. Beautiful view of the lake. Don't worry about blocking the intersection. What if somebody is coming out of that house over there and they can't get on the highway? Oh, looks like we can finally go. Definitely expect long waits at the border. At the border, long waits at the slide area. It was about 20 minutes. The line behind us is just unbelievable long of traffic. It's got to be backed up all the way into Summerland. Here's the slide. Slowly working at it, one dump truck at a time. So all this soil down here that looks small rock, that's all brought in. They brought all that rock in to stabilize the slope so they could start working at the top of it and work their way down. They said as long as it doesn't rain, it should be stable. Go, hammer down. Actually, looking at the time, we added 28 minutes. 28 minutes to that traffic jam. Remember, my GPS said I was going to arrive at 7:10 before we hit that. plume of smoke. Hopefully they're making good progress on fighting that fire. It doesn't come down here into Peachland. I know there's housing in there, so I'm sure there's houses in danger of that forest fire. Brand new one that started yesterday afternoon. They said it was 74 hectares. And the way it's smoking there, I'm sure it's growing fast. Well, I hope they get that under control and that this road stays open and all the people's houses are safe up there. It's been a fairly bad year this year for fires. Excuse me. Just seeing the smoke apparently makes me allergic. See smoke up by West Kelowna as well. Just a small little bit of smoke, but there's definitely a small little fire burning up in West Kelowna there still. I think that's part of still that big Kelowna fire, the West Kelowna fire. But I hadn't realized it came this far over. I don't know if you guys can see it, but just a small little whiff of gray smoke. Hopefully that's on a new one. Welcome to Peachland. This is actually Antler Beach. to ask Jess to keep me updated on this fire and any other fire that may block my roads. Just realized I'm getting hungry. I'm surprised that light stayed green for us. Look at all the yellow leaves on some of these trees and bushes. Fall is coming quickly. So yeah, I guess I should talk about what we're doing. We're going to West Kelowna to pick up my trailer. Apparently it's still loaded. The driver that was hauling it didn't have time to make the delivery on Friday. So I'm going to deliver that load to Armstrong. That's where we're headed tonight. Deliver that tomorrow morning first thing, and then we got to hammer down empty to 100 Mile House and try to get there to load before 1 o'clock. If it all goes smooth, shouldn't be a problem, but it will be tight. And that load's going to go from 100 Mile House to Rathdrum, Idaho. Yeah, I'll end the video once we get to the West Kelowna yard, because I'm going to have to grab a shovel and scrape all the dirt off the fifth wheel, and then grab some new grease and grease up the fifth wheel and all of that. If Jess was here, I'd get her to videotape that, but I know with that Rockslide, the camera batteries are going to be dead before I get that all done, and trying to shoot as well, myself as well. I know, excuses. I'm trying to think what kind of video, where we should shoot video tomorrow. We'll see. Probably a boring section. I had to say it. Yeah, the smoke is just coming all this way. It's all blowing right over West Kelowna and Kelowna. Someone got a flat tire. Oh, that wheel's just missing, period. Gorman's Lumber on the left-hand side there. High quality. I think 1x8s is their biggest thing they make the most of. Welcome to West Kelowna. So knowing I'm going to the US tomorrow, I did the math on how long it'll take me to get to the border. It should be 8 hours of drive time, which means I still have 3 hours of drive time left to drive in the US. So I've got to take 10 hours off tonight. Instead of the Canadian 8 hours. For the most part, the driving hours are very similar in Canada and US, but there are some differences. You can definitely drive 2 hours more in Canada than the US, and in the US you're forced to take a half-hour break. In Canada you are not. In Canada you can just drive straight 13 hours straight. I mean, you have to stop to do load secure checks, but you can just, and as far as work, loading and unloading and pre-trips and all of that, you can actually work 14 hours straight without taking a break. I mean, it'd be crazy to do so. And then up north and Northwest Territories, you can actually work 16 hours straight without a break. But I think the people that work the 16-hour shifts up there also only work 4 days a week. Well, legally, you could work 4.3 days a week and then take your reset and then back to work. So you could work for 4 days, take 2 days, well, a day and a half. Yeah, work for 4 days, take 1 day, 2 nights off, and then work another 4 days. I was just going to complain. It's like, that light's pretty darn green. You going to go, or waiting for it to get a little greener there? Old school BMW adventure bike. So I don't have to try to merge at the last minute. I'm not the next light, but the light after. Popo pulled over someone. Yeah, my truck is absolutely filthy. Hoping we get a good rainstorm to give it a free wash, because I know we're headed to Rathdrum. It'd be nice if we headed through Salmo. I could get a truck wash there. Nice thing of this trailer being loaded, I have a brand new pressure gauge on the back of the truck. I will hit the Vernon scale and check PSI versus how many kilograms we got loaded on there, and it'll give me a good idea if this scale reads exactly the same as my last one, or if I have to redo all my numbers. The gauges should all read exactly the same, but no guarantee. All right, thank you guys so much for riding along. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, no Jess this week. I think she'll be with next week. Don't remember if she said she was going to be with next week or not. I guess it depends if all my packages show up this week or not. my trailer. The way they're built up here, I bet you my trailer is going to be behind somebody else's trailer. No, I think that's it right there. Although, no, yeah, that's got to be it. The tarp is really wonky up on the front, and the strap is wonky. I don't know what the heck's going on there. Have to inspect that. Strap just laying on the ground? Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Couple of straps just loose. All right, I'm out of here. You guys rock.